Is that the birth of Angryman? Is the birth of the name Angryman uh as a result of what you do on YouTube or whatever like that, or was that something that happened before YouTube?
Nah, that was before YouTube. That was back in 98, 99.
Mm.
So my man is like we used to
Shout out to Iz.
yeah, shout out to Israel. We used to sell Kirby's together. We
Okay,
was Kirby salesmen and shit, right? And
the
so
hustlers.
yeah, yeah,
Got
we
it.
door to
Listen,
door.
yep, I did it before.
You did?
Yeah, I absolutely did it before. I didn't did door to door, residential,
Yeah.
overcoming objection, all of that shit. I didn't did
Yeah.
that.
That shit is valuable.
It is. It taught me a lot of yeah, bro.
Very valuable. But like we was doing that and he was like one day he was like, yo, my brother coming down here from Brooklyn and shit, right? And so when his brother came down, may he rest in peace, he lost his brother. But when he came down, we started hanging out too.
Okay.
And every time I saw something I didn't like, I would dust off the soapbox and start going in about it, right? So I would start preaching about it. And one day he was like, yo, man, why you so angry? He's like, yo, I'm gonna start calling you Angry Man. And so he just started calling me Angry Man because I would go off about everything. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Yeah.
And thinking about it, like if you when you think back at all of the different journeys and things that we've been through and stuff like that. Because me personally, when I jumped on YouTube, I jumped on to kind of document my life, and then I kind of was like kind of using it as leverage in order to grow in corporate America. But I never thought that I would even get 1,000 subscribers, right? And so when I hit like 1,000, I was satisfied. I'm like, oh, 1,000 people. You know what it take to fill a room with 1,000 people?
Mm-hmm.
Now we in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think you're gonna hit 1 million sooner rather than later because I just think your content is that good in a general sense. When you think back, when you first started talking or you got on YouTube, could you ever really like see it or imagine when you first started being where you are now, as far as from a content creation perspective?
Nah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it because most of the stuff we were talking about was so controversial
Yeah.
that I was just expecting to keep getting knocked down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So like, it was a lot of us that was talking about a lot of these topics. And at first I was just trying to get the message out there just to, vent and speak for fellas. So I wasn't really thinking about it. Um, Shit, when I hit 10,000, I was like on top of the world. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't tell me
Yep.
nothing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
10,000 people want to watch me.
Yep.
And for a while it got to the point where I didn't think like I saw people getting their plaques, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would ever get a plaque, honestly. I was like, there's no way. There's no way they're gonna let me get a plaque, right?
Hmm.
And when I seen Kevin blow up,
Yeah. Kevin Samuels.
yeah,
Yep.
Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace. When I saw Kevin blew up, I was like, yeah, it can be done.
Yeah. Put the battery. But
Yeah.
the interesting thing about this whole thing though is that when I see content creators today,
Mm-hmm.
um, they moving differently than when we move how we did it because let me give you the context because we were a lot of people don't realize this, but even me, like I've been online for a long time.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at some of my earlier videos, I'm 15, 2015, 2016, that type of movement. But I was in a whole nother mindset. I was just kind of documenting the journey, which largely aided me today because then when you go back and look at my old stuff, you're like, oh yeah, this is exactly who he was, or that's how he was living, or he was buying them cars, or corporate America or whatever, right? But we built it from scratch,
Nothing.
from the mud, no help, figuring it out as we go, building the plan as we fly it. Now, a lot of people, we put on people, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that they appreciate the grind and the hustle because they kind of trampoline off of the visibility that comes being associated with other people, and they'll get 1,000 subscribers like that.
Quick.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even nothing.
Quick.
What do you think about? Do you think it was is worth it the way that we did it versus how much easier it seemed like it's becoming for other people to kind of just attach themselves to other platforms and they don't really put the work in the way that we put the work in.
Nah, it
Because you
was
don't get the accolades that you
yeah.
deserve. I don't think that I really get the accolades just from a YouTube
Nah, you
building it
don't.
from scratch perspective, pioneer type thing.
Nah, well, you gotta think about it. It's kind of like hip hop. Does even though recently people will shout out Rakim,
Right,
KRS
right.
One, they didn't really get the props they deserve.
They don't. They still don't.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even get the bread.
They
You know
don't.
what I'm saying? So like nowadays you got these young dudes coming to game and they be getting
Crazy
ridiculous
money.
money.
Crazy
You know what
money.
I'm saying? And
Yep.
they're not even nowhere near like so I kind of look at it like that, like, being pioneers or being prolific. Like I think the way we did it was more important because when we started, we had to do pre-recorded videos. We wasn't doing no live streams
Facts.
and you wasn't making money right away. And nowadays, and I told guys this one time on a show, and they didn't realize it. I said, bro, you do realize that the way cats make money on YouTube, I'm like, yo, I played a role in that. Cause they're like, yo, when we first started, there wasn't no live streaming, there wasn't no
Super chats. None of
super
that.
chats, none of
Nope.
that. Cause the only reason they made the super chat button was because of the AdSense apocalypse
Yep.
when they messed up the thing.
Yep.
So like, I remember the first stream I did where it was a live stream, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this live stream, boom, boom, boom. At the time I had PayPal, right?
Okay.
So I was using PayPal. I wasn't using Cash App. I was using PayPal, and I think I had a Patreon, but I was using PayPal, and I think on that stream I made like $300,
Mm.
and at the time me and O'Shea was still cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so O'Shea hit me up on the back thing. He was like, yo, man, you did good. You made $300. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yo, I'm trying to, do the same thing. And like, how am I do that? I was like, you got to ask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to ask. And it got to the point where we started, we all of us had a strategy. It's like, yo, when you go live, I'm going to come to your live stream. I'm going to donate.
Mm.
When I go live, you come to my live stream, donate. Because it's infectious. Monkey
Yeah.
see, monkey do.
Yep.
And so we did that, and that's why I have a habit of doing that. If I come to somebody's stream, I'm gonna donate. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop something.
First time I came to your stream, I think I dropped $100 or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But it was
yeah.
just on some love type junk though. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Just saying, yo, I appreciate what it is and I'm watching. I think you might have I think I remember you was sitting in the drop top
Yeah,
and you was just streaming and you was just chilling.